I have explained previously many times how I'm using a brush for cutting in the walls and how I do it, the technique of it, but somehow I feel need to do that again. I've got a lot of questions regarding to that, so this is the opportunity again to explain everything. So I'm just gonna continue like that. While I'm doing that, I'm trying to do all the vertical lines as well, once next to the window frames, like that. And then later on I'm gonna do the bottom, cutting in between skirting and the wall. When you come to the corner like this, it's all about how you press the bristles so they go into the corner like this, so you don't touch the white on the ceiling, because it's gonna be very much visible. Another point is, when you're cutting in, wipe off the edge so you don't have a thick edge at the end of the cutting in. If that happens, it's gonna be visible after you roll the walls. It's gonna look like a square that doesn't give a good appearance when it comes up to painting. When working with the brush, I always try to work with it like this, like flat. I don't do this because what happens after working like that with the brush, you lose this sharp edge, the corners of the brush, they become like not good. Then you can't cut in nicely and have a problem with cutting in with the brush that doesn't have a nice and smooth corners. Always use the brush flat like that, so you keep corners nice and straight on the brush, on the bristles, like that. As I mentioned before, corners, it's all about how you gonna direct the bristles. This is a part where this small roller comes in again. All these smaller surfaces around the doors and around the windows, I don't even bother to do with the bigger roller. It's a bit of a messy, so I always have small roller when I'm cutting in, small frame and roller for these kind of things. At least like these surfaces here. Always wipe off paint if you hit the frame, otherwise when it goes hard it's harder to take off. I always make sure I wipe it off. These frames are going to be painted as well. They've just prepped, so even if I hit it and just wipe it off like that, doesn't matter, because it's going to be painted 3 coats, undercoat and 2 top coats. And probably there'll be someone out there who's gonna say, oh, the real painters don't hit the stuff like that. It's not true. We are humans as well. We do stuff like that. But the only difference is the fact that some of us clean mess behind us and the other side it doesn't. It's very important, if you make a mess, you just clean it and it comes up nice. Another point that is very important when cutting in is how do you hold brush. If you hold it like this, you can go long time, long distance. If you hold it like this, with the 3 fingers, you're not gonna go long distance, but you can still paint, all right? Holding it like this sometimes, like that, whatever it suits me, so my hand doesn't get tired. If I can do it in any of these ways, like perfect cutting in and stuff like that. And now I'm doing it with the 3 fingers, as you can see, and I can do it with the whole arm like that. That's the best way to do it, because as I mentioned already, you can go long distance. Your hand is not gonna get tired that quickly. So when I'm cutting about the skirting, it's the same principle as the cornices, just how you press the bristles and the way you want them to go. Load the brush, keep it flat so we don't worn out the cornices of the brush. Use small roller for these small surfaces, a lot easier, less mess, and just continue like that.